Will the Bank of Canada hike interest rates again this week? This one is turning into a tough call for economists, with polls suggesting it could go either way on Wednesday. Many think the central bank could leave the benchmark rate unchanged after the surprise hike in June. But since policymakers have said the decision is data dependent, some believe another increase is in the cards. The preliminary reading for GDP in May of 0.4% showed stronger than expected growth. But inflation in the month eased with smaller gains. If there is a hike, we could see the overnight rate rise another 25 basis points to 5%, the highest level since 2001. In the U.S., we're set to see inflation figures for June. It's an important reading ahead of the Fed's decision on rates later this month. Economists expect the annual consumer price index to ease even more from 4% in May, which was the lowest figure in over 2 years. Inflation is expected to come in the low 3% range. Still, month to month, inflation is expected to rise 0.2%. It will be interesting to see how the Fed reacts to this, considering it is expected to raise rates in July. Welcome to Advisor Lookahead. This is a weekly series where I get you up to date on investing and financial news. In earnings, we have U.S. banks kicking off the season. JPMorgan, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup report Q2 results on Friday. Shares of the big banks have been rising since they passed the Fed's stress test. Many hiked Q3 dividends, including the ones reporting this week. For JPMorgan, being the biggest U.S. lender will drive profitability. The bank is expected to continue to benefit from a flight to quality that boosted deposit inflows in March amid the regional banking crisis. Wells Fargo's exposure to commercial real estate, which is 16% of loans, is a risk to watch out for. Still, its core profit and returns could move higher. For Citigroup, the decision to exit some consumer markets and invest in others, with a growing focus on wealth in Asia, could boost returns. That's Advisor Look Ahead for this week. For more news and information, check out globeadvisor.ca.